Something else that got interesting. So last week we were talking about Sony shutting down Bluepoint and how that spells pretty much the death of a Bloodborne remake. And
Well, there's more.
there is more, right? So follow up interview. Here we go. Bloomberg had an article where they broke it down a little bit more, and speaking to Yoshida, he says, though he's not directly involved, he doesn't know for sure. He has a theory, quote unquote. And the exact wording is, my theory is, because I remember Miyazaki-san really loved Bloodborne, what he created, I think he's interested in remaking the game, but he's so successful and so busy that he cannot do it himself, but he doesn't want anyone else to touch it. So that's my theory, and PlayStation would respect his wishes. Right? So that is from someone who was originally in a position in the know, not currently there, but putting that out there as it's specifically FromSoft saying they don't want Bluepoint to remake Bloodborne because it's something that they want to do themselves, right? Believable as a thought if you're like, yeah, this is a property they love and care enough about. And maybe there's even the thing that they did. Maybe you can even go like, they didn't like the Bluepoint remake of Demon Souls for various reasons. Maybe they didn't like the artwork, the art changes, or some of the other things. Because there was a couple things that they took liberties on that were not one to one, right? But the problem is FromSoft is not in charge of what happens to that license. Sony is.
That's true.
So it might just be a matter of like, okay, well, PlayStation is just simply deferring to the wishes of Miyazaki and FromSoft.
I mean, if I was doing Sony stuff, I wouldn't want Game of the Year hitmaker From Software to be mad at me for remaking a game against their wishes.
But this is the question, because some people are challenging this statement and saying that I think that might not be true because it's not up to FromSoft. But the question is it is up to Sony. We know that they own Bloodborne. But is Sony simply going, we could force a Bloodborne remake and at FromSoft's ire, and we are choosing not to do so that we don't piss them off, and thus we're leaving all that money on the table?
There's a part of this that I feel like I haven't seen anyone bring up, but like this statement by Yoshida like reads weird to me because it's not being contextualized properly. Because it's like former PlayStation head Yoshi P says this, but what it actually should say is guy who tried to kill Demon Souls has idea as to why no Bloodborne remake.
It reads the way we talk about things that we might have heard at the water cooler.
Yeah.
Saying I have a theory about something is us sitting here going, oh no. that's what I'm hearing. Oh, you have a theory, do you?
You know what I bet they should do? You know what they should do, Wooly? They should do something about 90% similar to what I'm about to say, but just different enough so it doesn't look like I knew beforehand. I just look really smart.
That's what they should do.
That's what they should do.
It is believable if you some people were trying to put together like string and cork boards to talk about there's evidence that the Demon Souls remake was disliked by FromSoft. And that they've talked in a roundabout way about it, or I forgot what the exact examples were, but there was like 2 or 3 things where they're like, oh, here in the promotion, here it seems like whatever the case is, but I don't think there's any smoking gun there to push that theory 100%. I do know that Demon Souls diehards were not happy with some of the changes that seemed needless. And it is believable that as Bloodborne is such a fucking special, incredible game in the Soul series, that I can believe that they're like, no, we want to do it ourselves and make sure that nothing changes. We want to change things that we believe should get updated, but not let someone else take that effort away. And we're so busy right now with all our projects that it's just not on the table, right? But I just don't know at what point Sony doesn't strong arm or goes like, you have to confirm this within this time window or we're going to try to make money on this, you know? Because
I gotta be blunt. This entire discussion is so weird because like literally all anyone actually wants is a fucking patch that makes the frame timing better.
Yeah. I mean, enough time has passed that it's become more than that at this point.
Yeah,
right.
But it's like, yeah, no, literally just fucking fix the frame timing so it doesn't like judder like shit when you turn the camera. That's it.
And then the last little bit here, and again, this is all speculative in the fucking weeds here, but Lance McDonald, who did the 60 frame per second mod, and has talked about a bunch of stuff with this, said that he's like, it's not from, he doesn't believe it. It's not from Software that rejected Bluepoint's pitch for a Bloodborne remake. It's the PlayStation told Bluepoint that From Software rejected the pitch, which is extremely unlikely to have actually been true considering how many other things PlayStation lied to Bluepoint about. There was a point here where he describes them like basically like Sony reps kind of making shit up while he was speaking to them. Oh yeah, I've had PlayStation Studio staff literally tell me we are working on Bloodborne 2, quote unquote, before. Sometimes these people just say shit because they take random words of their colleagues as gospel. When they're actually just morons. So they're just.
I will back that up.
They're like
people who should know better will say crazy nonsense.
So people just working at Sony are just lying about shit. And in this case, this could straight up be like Bluepoint was lied to as a convenient excuse for why this is getting turned down, right? I mean, I will say that like if you had to apply Occam's razor, right? You have a property that would make a lot of money that if you put it out would be humongous, one of the biggest generational releases, and you're not putting it out, right? It is easier to believe that the creator of its wishes are being respected than it is to be like they just don't want the money that would be free. You know? I can't think of a reason why they would be so against what is such a slam dunk.
So this is like a logical fallacy that I've run into many times in the games business, which is, that would make so much money, they should do it. And like that assumes that everyone has our expected perspective.
Oh, we're in a bubble.
And it's smart.
We're in a bubble. Make no mistake. We're in this weird Resident Evil, Capcom fucking fighting game, Devil May Cry survival horror best friends ass bubble.
This bubble kicks ass, by the way. I just want to let you
we
know.
are locked into this fucking best friends bubble. Like that's where we're at.
He's super smart about it.
It's a psychotic echo chamber that is sometimes reflective of the industry at large, and other times the most alien batshit crazy things ever. You know, I saw a clip about where Max was talking about the ending of BioShock Infinite, and it was like, oh yeah, no, we're here, we're in a place, and then the rest of the world at large is a different space. But I feel like Bloodborne being a thing everybody wants, you can have these moments where just looking at the fucking chat spam at a random fucking Keighley award show, and to be the amount like that is general gaming audience going crazy for it. That's not just this little fucking echo chamber, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that even though other Souls games sold better, I don't know how those stacked up. Did they?
Yeah. Exclusive. Exclusive versus non-exclusive.
Yeah. So even though other Soul games sold better, that of the things that Sony would want to fucking like again cash in on, of recent generations. Last of Us, Spider-Man, fucking pushing God of War, pushing Horizon, all these things. Like, it feels like if they had the ability to do so and maximize on it, they would throw Bloodborne on that list. It's, again, like, it feels like it's a free fucking cash out. Maybe that's not an accurate assessment. Maybe there are things going on behind the scenes we don't know about. But I
feel like there is, because it's actually kind of strange the game hasn't received any patch whatsoever. Not even like a tweak or like it unlocks the ability to use like PS5's extra resources, like nothing.
But it's like, it's not like we're talking about Gravity Rush. You know what I mean?